So yesterday we learned how can we create the application, how can we create custom application, and how can we create custom object, and how can we create some field. So I have created only one custom field, that is text field. So I have created custom application and application name is Crovia. So inside the Crovia I have added some field like employee. I have added some tab like account, contact, employees, and chatter. So in employee object, I have added one field, that is employee name. So now I want to add other field also. I'm able to add only employee name. I also want to store email ID of the employee, phone number of the employee. So I want to add other field also. So how can we create other field? Simple click on setup. Here we have setup. Click on setup and we will get edit object. So simple, we can click on edit object. And if you want to go with object manager, you can also go with object manager. Object manager means click on setup and go to the object manager and go to quick find. Here you need to write the employee and click on employee. So same page will open. Same page will open, both pages are same. So I most prefer that edit object. So you can also use it. Otherwise, you can go with the help of object manager. Now I want to create some field. So we have field and relationship option. Simple click on field and relationship. And we have new button. So I'm going to click on new button. So when I will click on new button, so I will get step 1. In step 1, I will get data type. So data type means with the help of data type, we can store the information. So which type of data you want to store, which type of data you want to store. So on the basis of data, we have data type. If you want to store checkbox information, so we have checkbox data type. So I have created one field, that is employee name with text data type. Allow user to enter combination of letters and numbers. So maximum 255 character we can type if you are selecting text data type. Now I want to store employee email. So for that we have employee email. We have email data type. We store the email information. We have email data type. Simple select it. Email. Click on next. Write label name. So employee email. Field name will automatically create, and it's the API name. So in coding part we will use API name, field name, label name. It will display in object. Here it will display, label name will display here. Then we have description. In description we can write why we are creating this field. So to store email of employee, we can write to store the email of employee. So it's up to you, it's optional. You don't need to write every time description field. And help text you can also write. So whatever you want to write, you can write. If you want to make it required, you can make it required. And then I am getting second option, that is unique. That is unique. So unique checkbox means don't allow duplicate value. So if you will click on that checkbox, you cannot write duplicate email ID. You cannot write duplicate email ID. And if you will click on required checkbox, so when you will create the record, whenever you will create new employee record, so it's necessary to write employee ID. If you will not write the employee ID and you will try to save it, it will not save, it will display error message. So I don't want to make it required. I don't also want to make it unique ID. Then next, I'm getting external ID. So set the field as the unique record identifier from an external system. So whenever you will connect your org with external system, and on the basis of this field, on the basis of employee email field, you want to migrate the information, means you want to update the information, you want to update the information with the help of email field. So if you will make it external ID, so with the help of email field you can do. So it's up to you. I don't want to make it. Update operation I will do with record ID. So external ID, whenever we connect your org with external system, and on the basis of this field you want to update the record, so it is possible. Yeah, and default value, if you want to write any default value, you can also write. So I am not writing any default value, simple I'm clicking on next button. So it's a field level security, means in Salesforce we have profile. So which profile can view this field? So I'm not doing any changes. I'm system admin is able to view. Then simply click on next. And whenever we will create the object, so automatically one layout will create. It is employee layout. So this field will add to employee layout. Yeah. If you will uncheck that checkbox, so it will not add here. It's the layout. It's the page layout. So if you will uncheck, this field will not display here. So I want to add it. Field will create. When I will click on save button, field will create, but it will not display here. I want to view it. So I will click on that checkbox. Simple click on save. So email field I have created. Again, I want to create one other field also. In this field, I want to store phone information, phone number information, employee contact information. So for that, we have one data type, that is phone data type. We have one data type, that is phone data type. Allow user to enter any phone number, automatically format it as a phone number. So if you want to store contact information, select phone as a data type. Then click on next. Label name, you can write label name. So name will automatically create. In description, you can write why you are creating this field. Help text you can write. If you want to make it required, you can make it required. And simple click on next. Visible to system admin, click on next. And it will, now I am not clicking on that checkbox. I am not clicking on that checkbox. So what will happen? I have saved it. Now I'm going to the new employee object. I am refreshing the page. And I am trying to create new employee record. So till now I'm not getting email ID. So again I'm refreshing the page. In Lightning it will take some time. You can see email has came, but there is no phone number. There is no phone number. Email field has been came. There is no phone number, email phone number. Why it's not here? Because field I have created. When I will open the field, it's the employee object. I am in field and relationship. And when I will do scroll down, I will get the field employee phone number field. field has been created, but it's not available here. Why? Because I have not added it on page layout. Why it's not available? Because I have not added it on page layout. So in step 4, what we do, we add the field on page layout. If you have forgotten to check the checkbox, if you have forgotten to check the checkbox, so simple, open the object. I have opened employee object, and to scroll down, you will get one option, that is page layouts. What is it? Page layouts. So below field and relationship, you will get one option, that is page layout. So simple, you have to click on the page layout. Simple, click on page layouts. And whenever you will create the object, so one page layout will automatically create. And what would be the page layout name? Object name, then layout. Object name, layout. So open it. To scroll down, and here we can see employee details. So in employee details, I am able to view only name, employee email ID. I am unable to view phone number field because I have not added it, and it's displaying here. Employee phone number is here. So what I want to add it here. So how I can add? So simple. What I have to do, I have to drag and drop it. I have to drag and drop it. So when I will drag and drop it, that field will come here. So simple, I am clicking on employee phone number and I am dropping it. So employee phone number I have added. Now I am clicking on save button. Now simple, go to the employee tab, refresh the page. Again refresh the page. It will take, I think, 2-3 minutes, but it will display. So here I'm getting employee phone number because I have added here. So employee name, employee ID, employee phone number. We can write employee phone number. Now simple, save it. So record has been saved. What is the ID of the record? Employee 002. So till now we have studied 3 data type. The type of data type, first one text. So with the help of text data type, we are storing name information. Then second, I selected email. With email data type, we are storing email information. Third, I selected phone number. So with the help of phone data type, we are storing phone number. Now I want to store other information also. So simple, go to the object, click on field and relationship, click on new. To scroll down, so I'm getting one checkbox. I'm getting checkbox. So with the help of checkbox, I want to store. I want to create one field with checkbox data type. So you are the employee in company. So are you graduated? Are you graduated or are you pursuing? So I want to create one checkbox. Are you graduated If you are graduated, click on that checkbox, otherwise you can skip it. So default value uncheck, you can change it. Field name, it will automatically create. Simple, click on next. Click on next, and then again click on save and new. If you will click on save button, field will create. But when you will click on save and new button, so what will happen? This field, that field will also create, and data type page will open. Data type page will open, from which you can select data type and you can create new field. So below checkbox, I have currency field. I have currency field. So in currency, I have selected currency data type. So I want to store currency type information. I want to store currency type information like user will enter some currency. So I want to store currency information. So I have selected currency data type. Now label name, I am writing employee CTC. So length, we can select the length. If you want to write description, help text, you can write. Want to make it required, you can make it. Simple, click on next. I don't want to make it. Click on next button. Then save and new. We have save and new button. I also want to create one other field with data type. So I want to store employee date of birth. I want to store employee DOV. So to store the DOV, we have date. We have date data type. Select the date data type, click on next, right? Employee DOV. And field name will automatically create. Description, you can write why you are creating employee DOV field. Help text, you can also write. If you want to make it required, make it required. Otherwise, you can skip it. So I don't want to make it required. Click on next. Simple, click on next. And save and new. To scroll down. So I have one field also, that is date and time. I have one data type, that is date and time. If you want to store date information as well as time information, if you want to store date information as well as time information, so you can select date and time data type. Simple, click on next. So I have written employee registration date. Now I click on field name, it will automatically create. So I want to store registration date as well as time. So field I have created. Now clicking on next, next, then save. Yeah, now go to the object, refresh the page. And click on next. So when I will open the employee object or employee tab and I will click on the new button, so I will get all the field. I'm getting employee DOV, CTC, employee registration date. And if you want to edit any field, if you want to edit any field which you have created, so you can edit also. So I'm going to edit employee CTC. So here we have drop down. Here we can delete it. If you want to delete, And if you want to add it, you can edit it. Simple click on edit button. So want to make it required, you can make it required. And default value, if you want to write default value, you can write default value. So I'm writing default value. So CTC is 5 lakh. 5 LP is CTC. Now save it. So default value I have entered. Default value I have entered. Now when I will create the record. So by default, I will get default value in employee CTC field. I am clicking on new button. And here I am getting 5 lakh. I am getting 5 lakh CTC. So employee name. Are you graduated? Yes. Your CTC 5 lakh. I don't need to write again. By default, it is 5 lakh. If you want to change it, you can change it. Default value, it will become 5 lakh. TOB. So we have TOB data type. I have selected date data type. So when I will click on employee DOB, I will get the date. So DOB, I have written registration date. Registration date is today. Here I will get the time, which I can select. Simple, save it. So ID, I have created. Yeah, ID will automatically create. CTC, 5 lakh. So all the field is coming here and I have entered the value, but I am getting some problem. In CTC, I am getting dollar. 5 LPA dollar. It's a dollar. It's a dollar. What I want here, I want to display rupee. I want to display rupee symbol. I don't want to display dollar symbol. So how can we change it? Simple, click on setup. Then you have to write company information into quick find. Go to the company information. Click on edit. Do scroll down and you will get currency setting. What you will get? You will get currency setting. So change it. So I don't want display dollar. I want display INR. Change it and then save it. So symbol will change. So current time is 8:24. What is current time? Current time is 8:24. But what I'm getting 7:52 AM. Current is 8:24 PM. I'm getting AM. So I also want to change the time. And here you can see currency. It has been changed. Now I'm getting rupee. So currency, it has been changed. Now I also want to change the time because time are not similar. Time are not similar. So I want to change the time. Currency I'm getting correct. but I'm not getting correct time. So how can we change the time? Simple, click on view profile, click on settings, go to view profile, click on settings, personal information will open. Then here you will get language and time zone. Language and time zone. Simple click on language and time zone. And here you will get the time zone. So time zone is PDT, GMT -7. So we have to select GMT plus 5:30. We have to select IST time. IST time. So GMT plus 30. To scroll up. And you will get GMT plus 5:30 IST. Select GMT plus 5:30. Then click on save. Click on save. Go to the page. Open the application. So application is Grovia. Then go to the object and open any record. So and now you can see the time. Time is 8:22 p.m. Time, it has been modified. Now I'm getting IST time. I'm not getting PDT time. I'm getting IST time. I'm not getting dollar. I'm not getting dollar currency. I'm getting rupee currency. So by view profile, we can change the time, and with the help of company information, we can change the currency. And we have next data type also, that is geolocation. So geolocation means allow user to define location, includes latitude and longitude component. So if you want to write latitude and longitude, this type of location, that time can select geolocation data type. If you have latitude and longitude, so you can select geolocation data type. So I have selected geolocation. I am clicking on next. So field name I'm writing employee, location. So latitude and longitude display notation, degree, minute, second, or decimal. So I will write in degree. Decimal place 2. I don't want to make it required. I don't want to write help text as well as description. Simple, I'm clicking on next. Then click on next. Yeah, it should be visible on page layout. Simple, click on save and new. So when I will do scroll down, so below geolocation, I will get one data type, that is number. Allow user to enter any number. Allow user to enter any number. So with number data type, I also want to create one field because I want to store the age of employee. Employee age I want to store. So user will enter age 2, 3, 23, 25. So these are the numbers. So if you want to store number information, we have number data type. So how many length we can write? Maximum 18. Maximum number of digit is 80. And if you have written 5 in decimal place, so that time length here you need to write 13. So 18, it is the combination 18 number of digit, it should be 18 digit, and it is the combination of decimal place and length. So 13 plus 5 total 18 digit. I don't want to make it required unique ID, external ID. I don't want to make it. Simple, I'm going on next. Next. Then save and new. So below number we have one data type, that is percent. So percent and other data type we will study tomorrow. Yeah, so guys, bye all. Thanks for joining the session. Now I'm going to wrap up the session.